Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. By providing this tape, your real estate agent is demonstrating a sincere interest in the successful sale of your home. An important objective of selling your home is to attain the highest possible price. But your primary objective is to have your home sold. That's the only way you'll satisfy the motivations that originally caused your decision to move. If by attempting a price too high, your home doesn't sell, then your objectives aren't met. In this video, I'll address the major principles of pricing, as well as the most common questions and beliefs owners have about pricing their home. You will find these principles to be relevant for most locations and price ranges. Should we select an agent based on price? This question goes to the heart of your two most important decisions: selecting an agent and establishing the price. These decisions must be independent choices and unrelated to each other. One of the greatest mistakes homeowners make is to list with an agent who agrees to the highest asking price. As tempting as this is, it can prevent your home from selling. Agents who gain your listing with a high price now will simply require successive price reductions later. There are two criteria on which to base your listing decision: services and marketing plan, or asking price. Real estate agents don't establish value, the market does. So under no circumstances should you select an agent based upon price. You wouldn't choose a stockbroker based on the value of your stock. You'd hire a stockbroker based on competence, trust, comfort, and reputation. Select an agent using similar criteria. The best agents have the confidence to tell you the truth about the market. That's the only way you'll learn the true value of your home. Their role is to sell your home, not price it. All the exposure in the world won't sell an overpriced home, and an agent's enthusiasm about your home will not increase its value. Ideally, you should select your agent first, then together determine the price of your home. So how do I set the asking price? Think back to when you purchased this home. How did you determine what to pay for it at the time you bought it? You probably compared this home to all the other homes for sale and arrived at a value based on that comparison. Well, buyers still comparison shop today. In fact, through the internet, they have a much greater access to market information. So by the time they see your home, they've already examined your competition and know their options. It's important that you and your agent select a price based upon this same market data. Now, typically, the internet provides only asking prices on homes for sale, not sold. To determine true market value, real estate agents will not only research the asking prices of homes for sale, but more importantly, the sale prices of those that have sold. Let's see how this is done. Your real estate agent may use what is called a comparative market analysis, or CMA, similar to this. Its purpose is to compare your home to others by location, size, and amenities. It may contain an area map, photos of homes, and summary pages like this that compare addresses, bedrooms, baths, square footage, and style. Active properties, the ones for sale, represent the upper end of the price range. You wouldn't expect to sell your home for more than what others are selling for today, assuming, of course, that these are similar to yours. The solds represent the reality of the market. These are the most important numbers to use in determining market value. In a normal market, your asking price should be at the top of the solds and at the bottom of those for sale. As an alternative to a printed CMA, your agent may provide the information on an internet summary page or a computer database display. There's a third category that your agent might research, depending upon the market. Those are the homes that did not sell after the listing term. These are called expired listings and represent the out-of-range price. If you price where the other homes expire, your home will remain unsold as well. So, to receive the most money in the shortest time, you must price at market value. The CMA is like an X-ray of the market. When a doctor takes an X-ray of your shoulder, the doctor isn't creating the injury that appears, nor is a real estate agent creating the market that exists around your home. In both cases, a professional is giving you a look at the reality of a situation so you can make an informed decision. Some sellers say, our home is better than the others. The first question buyers ask when examining a higher-priced home is, what's the difference? For a home to be seen as better, it must surpass the others in these criteria: location, size, or amenities. Of the three, location represents a majority of value because it's permanent and unchangeable. This is especially true in condominiums and apartments where location is the primary differentiating factor, or where location is predominant in relation to the structure. When people buy a home, the first thing they're buying is where it is, the side of street that it's on, the direction it faces, the neighborhood, freeway access, or proximity to schools and shopping. Size, or square footage, is the next most important criteria. It's measured either in foundation size or total living area. Your agent will do an apples-to-apples comparison for you. If location and size are comparable, then amenities become more significant. Condition, appliances, features, construction quality, and decorating become more important factors to differentiate one home from another. We all think our home is the best, but it's important to be objective in analyzing your home's value. The buyers will be. Market trends will definitely influence your pricing strategy, and your real estate agent will take this into account. This chart illustrates a typical rise and fall of a market. When you put your home on the market here, you can price it a little higher because the market will rise to catch it. But at this point, the market has peaked, so you must price right at this level because if it's priced correctly today, it may not be later on. Now, one of the most disheartening times to put your home on the market is during a decline. If you overprice it here, it's a dangerous strategy because it will stay on the market for a long time. So consult with your agent to decide a correct pricing strategy. But we've had a fee appraisal higher than that. There are two criteria to consider when using a previous appraisal to determine an asking price: when it was done and for what purpose. The more recent the appraisal, the more accurate the number. Now, changes that affect the accuracy include interest rates, additional homes for sale, recent sales, and seasonal shifts. Consider having the appraisal updated by the same appraiser to see how these changes affected value. An appraisal done for insurance or refinancing may be higher than market, while for tax assessment or new mortgage may be lower. The CMA furnished by your agent is the most relevant to your current situation. Now, the appraisal that does matter is the one your buyers have done for mortgage application because it establishes their maximum loan amount. If the home appraises for less than the sale price, the lender will reduce the loan amount, which could hinder the sale. This is another good reason to price right. We paid more than that for it. If the value of your home has declined below your original purchase price, or you haven't owned it long enough to build equity, you're left with a tough choice of whether to sell at a loss or stay in the home. You must decide if the benefits of moving exceed the amount of loss. To examine this further, let's take a look at 4 principles of evaluation. They are cost, price, value, and market value. Cost represents what you paid for your home. It includes the original purchase price plus capital improvements you've made. Price is the amount you ask when you put your home on the market. Value represents what a home is worth to one person in an isolated situation. That is, value is in the eyes of the beholder. Market value is the amount that would appeal to many people and cause a sale within a reasonable period of time. Now, what is the relationship between cost and market value? Answer: there is no relationship between them. Consider this example. What if the home that you're in today is one that you acquired through inheritance, in which case your cost was 0? The question I would ask you is, how much would you try to sell it for today? The answer: we'd all try to get market value, even though we paid nothing for it. As the stock market illustrates daily, what you paid for something doesn't affect its value. That's one of the most difficult parts of marketing real estate today. People buy a home for one amount and assume they should get more than that when they sell it. In most cases, and in the long term, this does happen. So regardless of their cost, homes sell for market value. We need to get our costs out of it. While living in our homes, we add improvements, make repairs, and perform maintenance. Then at the time of sale, we try to get that investment back. The principle of substitution is another way to demonstrate how improvement costs affect value. Here's an actual example of new construction that sold for $250,000. Part of the cost of building this home was a $9,000 well. Next door, the builder built a similar home, but the water table was deeper and they had to drill through hard rock, so this well cost $17,000, $8,000 more than the other. The question is, what would this home sell for? The answer: $250,000. The fact that the builder spent an additional $8,000 doesn't matter because value is a function not of what you have in a home, but what you get out of it, and in both cases, you get water. What about the value of our improvements? Aren't there some improvements that add value to our home? Certainly there are. Bathrooms, fireplaces, and major capital improvements add more, while cosmetic changes and decorating add less. Now here's a question to help you determine this. Think of all the improvements you've made to your home up to now. At that time, were you planning to move or stay? If you'd known you were going to move today, would you have still made the improvements? The answer for many people is no way. Well, why not? The answer is because we wouldn't get our money back. The reason for putting most improvements into your home is for enjoyment, not resale. Another way to determine if an improvement adds value is to consider this. Let's say you could remove all the improvements and have your money back. First of all, would you keep the money or put it back into the home today? Second of all, what would most buyers in your market do today? If few buyers would make the same improvements, then they'll resist paying for them. They can always make an offer. It's true that buyers can always make an offer, but they'll only do that if they see your home. Your asking price is like an exclusive invitation. Buyers in only that price range will respond. The right price attracts the right buyers. But when you overprice, you lose these buyers and instead attract a higher priced buyer with higher expectations. The wrong price attracts the wrong buyers. Here's how this happens in practice. Real estate agents use a computer database function called Search Active to find homes for their buyers. They enter the buyer's search parameters of location, size, amenities, and price range. This search eliminates all the homes outside the buyer's specifications and price range. If your home is priced even $1 higher than this range, you won't make the list and your home becomes invisible to your most qualified buyers. One of the most common beliefs homeowners have is, we can always come down. This chart represents a situation that I know has occurred in your community. Think of a home that you've seen on the market for a long time. On the day it was listed, the market value was at this level, yet they chose to overprice it here, thinking, well, we can always come down. It didn't sell, so they reduced the price. It still didn't sell, so they reduced it again. Finally, months out, they decided to reduce it to the market value. Now, you'd expect the home to sell, but at this point, buyers ask the same question you probably ask on a showing. How long has it been on the market? Why do you ask? Because if it's been on the market for a long time, you think that either something's wrong with it or that the owners must be ready to accept a lower offer. In addition, you're not sure if they're at their final price. So now the market is wary of the home and its price, and the owners are out of options, out of time, and must accept whatever offer they can get. Your real estate agent wants to help you avoid this unpleasant situation. We need the money. People tend to overprice their home because they need the money. They'll add up their mortgage amount and selling expenses, plus what they need for the next home, and arrive at an asking price. The harsh reality is that your need for money has no effect on the value of your home. Would you pay more for a home if you knew the owners needed the money? We want to build in bargaining room. Adding bargaining room is just another way of overpricing a home and will be a burden that hinders your sale. There's a belief that all buyers will offer low, therefore we've got to price it high to ultimately agree at market value. Now, it's true that some buyers will make low offers even if you're priced right, but the educated buyers will recognize a fair price and be far more likely to pay it. You'd be better off turning down a few low offers than not getting any at all. By pricing your home properly, you can hold firm. Don't overprice your home and lose the sincere buyers just to cater to the bargain hunters. Couldn't we just try it at a higher price? This pinball game illustrates the dynamics of the market. Buyers enter the market, examine the homes for sale, and compare them to each other. An overpriced home will clearly stand out and make the others look better by comparison. If your home is overpriced, then the buyers may use it to justify the purchase of another. Couldn't we just try it for a couple of weeks? That sounds harmless enough, but you actually waste your best marketing period. This chart illustrates the general trend of showing activity plotted over time. When you first put your home on the market, there is no activity because no one knows your home is for sale yet. Once your agent implements the marketing plan, your home is exposed through sphere of influence contact, multiple listing service, internet sites, open houses, advertising, and print media. This will generate showings from the pent-up demand of buyers waiting for new listings. This period of high activity will peak, then taper off to a normal level of those buyers new to the market. Don't make the mistake of overpricing your home during its best period of marketing, then lowering the price later. I recommend that you list your home at market value now so you can capitalize on some of the best prospects you'll ever get. What if you're moving to a higher priced area? Moving to a higher priced market can be very difficult, especially if you're leaving a flat or declining market. The tendency is to overprice our home here in order that we can afford to buy in the destination market. But the reality is, your destination does not affect the value of your home. Would you lower the price of your home to someone moving from an even less expensive market? Hopefully, the benefits of the move outweigh the price differential. I'd like to address one more situation that occurs periodically: buying up in a down market. The following is an example of selling your home in a declining market while also repurchasing in a declining market. While the prices may be different for your situation, the principle applies. Let's say you're in home A and it has appreciated in value for a number of years to a peak of $300,000. Subsequently, it declines in value by 10% to $270,000. At first, you wish you'd sold at the peak. Had you done so, however, you probably would have purchased another home of higher value. The National Association of Realtors statistics indicate that people move up in price by about 50% or more. So in this example, you would have moved up to a $450,000 home, an increase of $150,000. But here's the silver lining inside of this. The home that you would have purchased also declined in value by 10% from $450,000 down to $405,000. Because the value of this home is greater, it came down by a greater amount. So the net difference, had you purchased at the peak of the market, was $150,000, whereas here the difference is only $135,000. So in reality, you have a $15,000 savings by buying up in a down market. This is one of the greatest hidden benefits of pricing your home to sell at market value. So in summary, remember the benefits of pricing your home correctly. Faster sale. You and your family need to satisfy the objectives that originally caused this move. By selling your home sooner, you can finalize your plans, move together as a family, and have peace of mind. Less inconvenience. All the activity of preparing for showings and keeping your home clean can be greatly minimized if you price correctly. You'll get more prospects for your home. At the market value, more of the right buyers can see and afford it. Agent enthusiasm. When other real estate agents see a properly priced home, they get excited and want to show it to their customers. Higher offers. That's the irony of pricing. The closer you price your home to the market, the higher offers you get. This example illustrates how you are more likely to create a multiple offer situation. Your price is like a magnet and the buyers are like metal. The closer it gets, the more it attracts. And bottom line, higher net equity. The closer you price to the market, the sooner it sells and the higher net equity you actually gain from your home. I hope this video has been helpful in answering the questions that pertain to the pricing of your home. Your real estate agent can answer questions that relate specifically to your market. I wish you the best in the sale of your home. Thank you for watching this video. Prospective buyers will soon approach your home, enter the front door, and respond to the environment. Be sure your home is ready when they arrive because you won't get a second chance to make a good first impression. Whether you're selling a colonial in the Midwest, an apartment in New York, or a contemporary in California, this information will help you sell your home faster and maximize your equity. Your real estate agent cared enough to provide this video and is your best partner to achieving a successful sale. There are 5 factors that determine whether your home will sell. They are location, financing, marketing, price, and condition. Location and financing are a given and not in your control. Marketing is controlled by your real estate professional, and price is determined by the market. Condition is the one factor over which you have total control. Marketing a home is a team effort, and preparation is your contribution to getting your home sold. You must now change your role from being a homeowner to a home seller, which means converting your home from living condition to showing condition. Here's a way to demonstrate the effect of preparation. Take a look at these $100 bills. This one is new, fresh, and crisp. This one is faded and wrinkled. If you had a choice between these 2 bills, which one would you take? You'd probably take this new one. But would you give me $110 for it? Probably not. A properly prepared home may not be worth more than market value, but it will be preferred over the competition and probably sell faster. The reason home preparation is so important is because people buy on emotion, then decide with logic. This chart shows the range of emotion from pain up to pleasure. People make decisions that move them away from pain and towards pleasure. The more a home evokes pleasurable feelings, the more likely buyers are to buy. Conversely, the more discomfort buyers feel in a home, the less likely they are to buy. Consider your own buying situation. How did you feel when you first entered your home and decided to buy it? Your home will now be experienced in the same way, so its condition must minimize the negative emotions and maximize the positive ones. So let's examine the steps of preparing your home to sell. We'll discuss removing detractions that can cost you a sale by addressing major repairs and maintenance. Then we'll cover enhancements that make your home more desirable through clearing out, cleaning up, and 5 cents appeal. The degree to which you apply each step depends upon your personal situation, market, and price range. Your real estate agent will be instrumental in helping you make these decisions. Let's take a look at major repairs. Repairs protect your investment and keep you from losing value, but don't necessarily increase it. Buyers look for reasons to eliminate a house from consideration. They'll inspect a property and look for problems in these key areas: roof condition, indicated by broken or missing shingles, water stains, and its overall appearance; structural integrity, indicated by cracks, uneven floors, or broken steps and sidewalks; water damage, evidenced by stained concrete, musty smell, or mold; major systems such as heating, air conditioning, electrical, plumbing fixtures, and appliances. When buyers see one problem, they become wary and look for more. You need to evaluate and address each of these items in your home and decide a course of action. Either correct them properly or provide professional estimates for their repair. It's your responsibility and legal obligation to give full and honest disclosure about your home's condition. In addition, appraisers and inspectors will scrutinize your home. You must be in compliance with safety regulations, local ordinances, city codes, and mortgage requirements. If you'd like to know in advance what items will be repair issues, you may request your own professional inspection. Keep in mind, while buyers buy on emotion, sellers often mistakenly try to appeal to logic. Rather than fixing a problem, a seller might suggest a simple, inexpensive solution. But when buyers estimate time, materials, and costs required to fix something, they typically overestimate the actual cost by 2 to 4 times. For example, what appears to be an expensive plumbing leak might be fixed by tightening a fitting or replacing a washer. This diagram illustrates the differences in perception of repair cost. This line represents the seller's perception of repair costs. This one, the buyer's perception. The cost looks much higher to a buyer, even though it's the same amount. Buyers will reflect their inflated repair or replacement costs in a proportionally lower offer. Another way to remove red flags is to address basic home maintenance. This is well worth the effort. Your home must be in good working order. Minor unattended home repairs, such as cracked window panes or leaky faucets, make your home appear unkept and uncared for. Many repairs can be done easily and inexpensively. The best approach is to go room by room, making notes of things that need attention. Better yet, invite a friend or neighbor over to assist you by giving candid feedback. They'll see things that you overlook. Here are the things that buyers will notice if not corrected: broken light fixtures, burned out light bulbs or missing switch plates, holes in walls or doors, peeling wallpaper, sagging or torn screens, broken blinds, spots on carpets, squeaky cabinets and doors, missing or broken tile, stained caulking or missing grout, loose handles, loose stairs and railings. Perhaps the best pre-sale investment you can make is to repaint where necessary. A fresh, neutral coat of paint makes a room appear bright and new. For a small price, you can gain a big payback. If you don't have the time or inclination to do these yourself, then consider hiring someone to do it for you. At this point, you've eliminated all the reasons not to buy. Now it's time to entice prospects by implementing the enhancement strategies, the first of which is to clear out. This step has enormous impact on your home's appearance, yet costs little to do. You can maximize the appearance of space by minimizing the items within it. When in doubt, take it out. Clutter is a major distraction to buyers, and the less there is, the better. You'll be packing to move anyway, so start by boxing up all unneeded and unwanted items. Do you have items you don't plan to take to your next home? Now is a good time to sell these items or donate them. You'll have less packing to do, and your home will feel more spacious and inviting during showings. Here are some suggestions. If you don't love it, leave it. If you don't use it, lose it. Pack up next season's clothing and recreational gear. Try to remove half of the contents of closets and cupboards and pay attention to linen closets where buyers often look. Use plastic bins to organize children's toys and other miscellaneous items. Move these items into the garage, basement, or even a storage locker. If you plan to take fixtures or personal property with you, remove and replace them now, before the showings. This minimizes confusion and eliminates the possibility of these items becoming points of negotiation. Examples of these are window coverings, mirrors, and chandeliers. By clearing out, you're depersonalizing your home. It's easier for buyers to see themselves in your home if they see you out of it. Consider the difference you feel between a new construction model home and an occupied home. Go through your home and remove children's posters, refrigerator magnets, curios, awards and trophies, excessive photo collections, and personal knickknacks. And finally, put away any valuables and family treasures. Now it's time for cleanup, another step that costs very little but can make or break a home's saleability. A house that is dirty and disorganized will stop a buyer cold. Your home must be ready to show at all times. Now, it'll be a lot easier to keep your home clean and organized if you begin with a thorough spring cleaning. Now, whether you roll up your own sleeves or hire a cleaning service, here are the key areas to clean. Kitchens and bathrooms get significant attention from buyers and must be extra clean. Keep all kitchen appliances sparkling and clear off countertops. Make sure sinks, toilet bowls, and tubs are spotless. Clean your windows to create a bright, open feel and perform a thorough cleaning of every room. Wash the walls, cupboards, and doors. Clean the fireplace, window ledges, wood and tile floors, and consider having the carpets professionally cleaned. Organize the basement, garage, and other storage spaces. Power wash your driveway and walks, and if you have an older asphalt driveway, consider resealing it. Continue with ongoing daily chores like vacuuming, dusting, making beds, and emptying trash, as well as outdoor tasks like mowing the lawn, edging the walks, and removing snow where necessary. While the for sale sign is out, you want to encourage buyer sign calls, so keep your yard free of toys, garbage cans, and clutter. Sweep and hose down the driveway and decks. Make sure cars and recreational vehicles are out of sight and garage doors are closed. Well, it's almost showtime, and the final step is to enhance your home by appealing to each of the 5 senses. We perceive the world around us through sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. Buyers will discover your home through these senses and experience an emotional response. Tap into this power by enhancing your home to appeal to each sense. Now, most people are visual, and the first thing they see is the exterior, so curb appeal is a key factor in a buyer's decision to even consider a home. How often have you wanted to drive by a home before setting up a showing? Your entrance area and front door make a dramatic impact on how buyers will feel about the rest of your house. They must be perfect. On the inside, pay attention to lighting and spatial appearance in rooms. A house should be light, bright, and uncluttered. Turn on the lights before buyers arrive. Open curtains to let in more light. For evening showings, turn in the outside lights and be sure the house numbers are visible. Some rooms, however, may look better with low lighting. To create warmth and intimacy, use dimmers on lamps and light fixtures. Flowers and plants are very inviting. They're an inexpensive way to add color and make your house appear more like a home. Add them to areas that need a little something extra, like the front porch and entryway. The best sound during a showing is silence, so eliminate any noises that will distract buyers. Fix squeaky hinges and creaking steps. Listen for other noises like traffic, rattling refrigerators, noisy heating systems, and clanging water pipes. Before showings, turn off appliances like washers, dryers, and dishwashers. Close windows that back up to busy streets or highways, and turn off all televisions. Then remove yourselves, your children, and your pets. Now let's see how the sense of taste affects a buying decision. If you've ever driven through an unfamiliar city looking for a place to eat, you know the importance of restaurants that are clean and sanitary. Make your home appetizing so people can picture themselves enjoying meals there. Clean and sanitize the sink and eating areas. Clear the countertops and add baskets of fruit or bread. Another nice touch is to set a dining table for an elegant dinner party. Buyers can then visualize eating and entertaining in your home. Kinesthetics deals with physical feelings such as touch, temperature, texture, and spatial reference. You want a temperature that is comfortable, 68 to 72 degrees, carpet that is soft, doorknobs that are tight, drawers that glide effortlessly, doors that click shut, and faucets that turn easily. Now, the sense of smell is one that requires special attention. Did you know that the quickest way to a person's emotions is through his or her sense of smell? Think of the instant response you have to the fragrance of perfume, cologne, or scented candles, or to cooking odors, pets, or cigarette smoke. Foul odors will stop a buyer right at the doorstep and conclude the showing, while pleasant scents will create a clean, fresh, inviting atmosphere. Odors are most prevalent from garbage bins, diaper pails, laundry rooms, bathrooms, and kitchens. Now, as lovable as pets are, pet odors are a turn-off to buyers, so thoroughly neutralize their smells. Although your pets are part of the family, they can be a real deterrent to a buyer who is allergic to or afraid of animals. Find a temporary out-of-the-way area for your pets, litter boxes, and food dishes. Then keep these areas clean. Cooking odors affect the sense of taste as well as smell. Buyers will notice lingering smells like garlic, cooking oil, or fish. Clean cooking areas with vinegar and the smell will disappear. Trash compactors, garbage cans, and trash bins should be cleaned and emptied often. Baking soda sprinkled into affected areas will help absorb odors. Now, more people today are requesting non-smoking hotel rooms, rental cars, and restaurant areas. This preference may carry over into the choice of a home. Carpeting, draperies, and upholstery absorb smoke and will need to be professionally cleaned. You've probably heard some of the hints for improving the aroma in a home, like baking bread, a drop of vanilla on a light bulb, or cinnamon in the oven. You don't want to overdo it, so ask your real estate professional which of these works best. Now, air fresheners have their own odor and may make it seem as if you're hiding something. Some of them are even more offensive than the odors they cover up. Instead, use more natural means, such as flowers, lightly scented candles, or potpourri. And of course, the simplest approach, weather permitting, is just open a window. A good way to recreate that new home smell is with fresh paint or new carpet. Selling your home is a team effort between you and your real estate professional. Here are some tips for working together. First, listen to their advice. After the walkthrough of your home, he or she will provide you with marketing recommendations. Take advantage of this expert advice and take action. Next, be open to objective feedback about your home's condition. Think of a friend's home and how you would prepare it for sale. You'll think of things they don't even notice. Similarly, buyers see things in your home that you don't notice. Finally, provide privacy during showings. Buyers need time to think, ask questions, and discuss their feelings. Consider stepping out during these times. It can be a lot of work to prepare your home to sell, but if you follow the steps outlined in this video, your efforts will be focused on the things that count. If you have any more questions on preparing your home to sell, contact your real estate agent. Have a showtime plan. When a showing is scheduled, have a checklist ready. Turn on the lights, put things away, gather up the kids and pets, and make way for the next potential homeowner. Hopefully, the last addition you make to your home will be a sold sign. Thank you for watching.
My wife and I, we can't thank you enough for all your assistance in helping us to find a home to start our married life in. Roberto and his team have been so great to work with, and I'm really glad that we came across you. I mean, mostly, thank you for your professionalism, your high standard of ethics, and much luck with the growth of your real estate career. We know that you will only become more successful. And of course, we will definitely recommend you to all the other people that mention that they're looking for a new home. So once again, I just want to say thanks for being part of our endeavor of becoming homeowners.
Norberto Lopez has now sold 2 of my homes. When he first sold my first time a few years ago, he sold it in less than 2 weeks, and it was for 100% of my asking price. And he was my automatic choice for when my husband and I, when the time came to sell our home again. This time the market was a bit tougher, but Norberto still came through with a solid offer and a smooth on-time closing. He also helped us find our current home in one of the premier areas of town where we just didn't think that we could find a home available with our price range. But you can bet that when it is time to sell this one, I will not have to look elsewhere for an agent.
We had our home on the market with 3 other agents for over a year with no offers. We decided to interview Norberto Lopez. So after being blown away by Norberto's team and their marketing plan, we listed with them. In order to sell our home, we had to get our price. We were so nervous because we had gotten nothing but ridiculous offers with the previous agent. We decided to make a change to the Norberto Lopez team. Norberto brought us 2 offers, both for our asking price in 13 days. Our home sold for 98.7% of our asking price in less than 2 weeks.
Hey guys, Norberto and his team handled the sale of our home in Sugar Land and the purchase of our new home in the Woodlands. Norberto was always attentive to our needs, had our best interest at heart, and did not push us in any real specific direction. I've met many realtors over the years. My experience has been that most realtors work with you for a few days or weeks and they move on. Norberto and his team continue to spend time with us showing us homes, emailing listings, always kept in touch amazingly. They're knowledgeable, committed, and stayed focused exceptionally well. I highly recommend Norberto's team. They're a true professional team. It's been quite a pleasure to work with them. Although we closed our transaction in June, Norberto and I definitely remain in touch. We're friends, and we trust the judgment so much. We've recommended his service to our friends. You'll never find another realtor that looks past the numbers and actually sees the people behind them.